G'day, it's fugitive Australian journalist Shane Dowling from the website kangaroocourtofaustralia.com. Now, Nine Entertainment chairman Peter Costello has been caught on video assaulting a journalist. Now, that'd be bad by itself, but he's been caught out lying about it afterwards, and it's happened in an environment where there's been a couple of weeks of reporting about sexual harassment, sexual assault of female journalists at Channel 9. Now, I'll start off by reading out a couple of paragraphs of an article I published a week ago. Then I'll show you the video. Then I'll read you out the transcript from an article in the Sydney Morning Herald where Peter Costello is lying about the assault. And to put it into context as well, on the 27th of May, Maurice Blackburn lawyers published on social media asking for women who'd been harassed and assaulted at Channel 9 or who were witnesses to other women being harassed and assaulted to come forward. Now, Maurice Blackburn lawyers are the same law firm that represented 6 women against the federal government in relation to Dyson Heydon, the former High Court judge, sexually harassing and sexually assaulting women at the High Court. And they had a big win. So Peter Costello would know all this, and he'd be a very, very worried man under a lot of pressure. And obviously the pressure got to him when he assaulted the journalist. Now, on the 30th of May 2024, I published an article titled Nine Chairman Peter Costello orders the cover-up of alleged sexual assaults of numerous female journalists at Channel 9. And I'll read you out the first 3 paragraphs. Nine Entertainment Chairman Peter Costello is overseeing an organised attempt by management at Nine to cover up the alleged sexual assaults of numerous female journalists at Channel 9 by former news boss Darren Wick. Over the last couple of days, Peter Costello has approved several hit pieces that Nine published via their SMH website that leave Nine CEO Mike Sneesby with no choice but to negotiate a severance package and resign or to be sacked. One legal proceeding in relation to sexual assault and or harassment is apparently already afoot against Nine, and reports say one complainant told a Nine director she had been sexually assaulted or harassed by Darren Wick, but the director did nothing. Now, like I said before, Maurice Blackburn lawyers are on top of this. They're investigating. They're calling for women to come forward. That would put a lot of pressure on Nine Entertainment and Peter Costello, because Maurice Blackburn lawyers aren't going to worry about upsetting Channel 9 or Peter Costello. Now, on social media, it's only an edited version of Peter Costello's assault that has been played by and large, but I'll show you the full 2 minutes because that puts everything into context when I start reading out Peter Costello's lies he told the Sydney Morning Herald. And I'll play the video now.
My name's Liam Mendes from The Australian. Do you support Mr Sneesby as CEO and his handling of the Darren Wick saga? Were you aware of the allegations against Mr Wick before he left Nine?
Thank you.
Were you aware of those allegations, Mr Costello? Why won't you support Mr Sneesby publicly?
Good to see you.
Well, you've got to answer the questions, Mr Costello. Don't. You've just assaulted. Don't. You've just assaulted me. You've just pushed me. It's all on camera, Mr Costello. Why won't you support Mr Sneesby publicly? Mr Costello, you can't do that. That's all captured on camera. Is your share price a concern? That was quite violent behaviour, Mr Costello. Do you have the full support of your board? Journalists who work for Nine approach people in this manner every day, and you attacked me just then. They're serious questions, Mr Costello. Is your share price a concern to you? You can't just push someone like that. It's all on camera, Mr Costello. Thank you. Is that behaviour really appropriate to a journalist who's working?
Now, that video of Peter Costello assaulting the journalist happened on the 6th of May 2024. In the Sydney Morning Herald, who are part of the Nine Entertainment Group, who Peter Costello is chairman of, they published an article And I'll read you out a few of the paragraphs where Peter Costello is caught lying. And the article says, Nine Entertainment Chairman Peter Costello has rubbished suggestions he should resign after video emerged of him appearing to shove a journalist to the ground at Canberra Airport, as the fallout continues over the company's handling of its former television news chief. The video released by the Australian newspaper shows Costello holding a jacket and a small suitcase, going down an escalator at Canberra Airport on Thursday afternoon when he is approached by reporter Liam Mendes. Costello was in Canberra alongside senior Nine executives for an event to open the company's new super bureau, containing the new Nine News studio and fresh offices for the Sydney Morning Herald and The Age. When this masthead approached Costello at the event, which is the Sydney Morning Herald, Costello dismissed as rubbish suggestions he may be forced to resign as chairman of the entertainment company while offering an apology to Mendes. The former federal Liberal Treasurer and Future Fund chairman said that when he had arrived at the airport, there was a reporter walking backwards with his phone filming. As I walked past him, he walked back into an advertising placard and he fell over. I did not strike him. If he's upset about that, I'm sorry. But I did not strike him, he said, adding that he had not subsequently spoken to Mendes. Well, we all know that's a lie from the video. And the article goes on to say, I wasn't angry, just like you blokes here. If you're backing back and there's a placard behind you, you can walk into it. I've seen it happen a million times. I've seen it here at Parliament House a million times. Reporters back into bollards and fall over, he said. Well, that's a huge lie. We all know that. We've seen the video. Peter Costello deliberately walks faster and bumps into the journalist. Now, the article goes on to say, asked if he had assaulted Mendes, Costello said, that's not the case. It's not assault. As I said before, he was backing backwards. He hit an advertising placard. I did not lay a finger or fist or anything else. He added that Mendes had been pretty aggressive and that he had been walking through a public place. Well, that's a lie. Mendes, you can see on the video, he wasn't aggressive at all. He was doing what journalists do every day of the week to thousands of people, try and interview them. The article goes on to say, asked by this masthead if his chairmanship had been placed at risk, Costello gave a one-word answer, rubbish. As I said to you, he hit the advertising bollard and fell over. I'm sorry about that. I wish that hadn't have happened. But you know, I've seen it happen a million times. Now, Peter Costello is the only person who's seen it happen a million times. I've seen it happen an odd time here and there. Say it's happened a million times is total bullshit. The journalists are very experienced at walking backwards and doing that because they do it all the time. And so when Costello's saying, oh, I've seen it happen a million times, he's full of shit. He says he didn't lay a hand on him. Well, that's a total lie. You can see it in the video. He speeds up, Peter Costello does, and drops his shoulder into the journalist. Now, I thought this video was fairly important because it's part of the ongoing story of sexual harassment, sexual assault happening at Channel 9, Peter Costello covering it up. Obviously, the pressure's getting to him. Everyone knows he's up to his neck in the cover-up. He's lying and deceiving. Here he is on video assaulting a journalist. You know, Channel 9 have hundreds, if not thousands, of journalists, and they shouldn't be assaulted at work, and neither should other journalists from other media companies. And not only is that bad, Peter Costello, instead of accepting responsibility and apologising, he starts lying about it. And it's also part of the old media crumbling. I've just published an article on my website, Kangaroo Court of Australia. You can go visit it, in relation to ABC lying and deceiving in relation to sacking a journalist. Anyhow, Kangaroo Court of Australia is independent media. I publish a website and a YouTube channel, and I'm 100% crowdfunded from viewers like yourself, so please support my Patreon account. Currently have 1,418 supporters donating $2,445 a month, and I need to almost double it to become financially viable. And you can donate any amount, $3, $5, $10, $15, $20, $30, $40, $50 a month, whatever suits your budget. It all helps out. And the link for the Patreon account will be below this video on YouTube and also on my website. And please share this video on social media, and please hit the like and subscribe button. Other than that, thank you for your time and have a good day.